How's life?
Life is great compared to what I do versus what other people don't do, because I see different classmates, I see different people that I've worked with, and throughout the years, I see how much older they look versus how I look, and I'm much older than most of them.
Yeah, well, I know you've pointed that out to me several times, from coworkers to just people you know. You're so shocked that you are sometimes older than them, and you're outperforming them. Your energy's better than them. Your body, your posture, your stature is better than them. So where do you work?
I work at Costco.
Gotcha. Okay. How many years?
Almost 19.
Wow, that's a long time. I remember when I first met you, one of the most important things to you was being able to, when you retire, or not even retire, but as you progress through life, you wanted to travel, and you wanted to be able to walk around and have your health and not have to worry about the things that plague everyone that you know.
Correct.
How do you consistently, for the last 8 years, work it into the schedule and make it happen?
Because it's important to me. It's something I have to do. It's something I have to do. It's just like if you don't service your car is going to put you down eventually. If you don't service your body, it will put you down eventually.
Why do you think people you know, close friends, or just people you associate with, what do you think? Why don't they do what you do?
I don't, I guess they don't value their lives, because you see people and, some people priorities are all messed up.
Yeah.
Something else is more important than their health until their health is at jeopardy.
Yeah. Absolutely.
And then a lot of people don't get. Your health comes first.
Yes. And everything else pivots around that.
Yes, exactly. My mother used to say to me as a little girl, when I was maybe like between 10 and 12, she says, nobody will take care of you better than you can take care of yourself. And she said, the older you get, you'll realize what I say. And that's one of my philosophies all of my life since I've been a little girl. No one will take care of you better than you can take care of yourself.
Wow. Yeah. Well, that's a wise woman. To build off that, even, you're the engine that generates it. So it's so important that you are strong and healthy, and you have the energy to take care of others. You're no good to anybody if you're broken down and achy, and your energy's always bad, and you're over-medicated,
Exactly.
What are some of the things you've heard over the last 8 or so years that make you laugh or giggle, or things the cynics, the naysayers, people that don't get it or formed, unfair opinions?
I tell them, I say, you know what? I didn't just start seeing a chiropractor. I've been seeing chiropractors for years. And trust me, I can tell the difference when I do not go. The type of job I have, I don't understand how some people can stand on that floor for 8 hours a day and not just literally pass out. Because it's so hard on your body.
Yeah.
Some nights I leave work, I'm so achy, but I thank God that I have a good chiropractor, because if I didn't, I probably would be on all different kinds of medications, trying to get myself thinking if I didn't know any better, I would be thinking the medication is going to make me feel better, when it's just putting a Band-Aid on the pain. It's not getting rid of the pain. But a lot of
Absolutely.
people rather go the Band-Aid before they rather go to the source to get rid of that pain.
Why do you think? Yeah, why do you think that is? Why do you think so many people are willing to take the Band-Aid or cover the check engine light, take the batteries out of the fire alarm, instead of put in the work and enjoy the fruit that comes from that labor?
Because they figure that's the easiest way to go. Okay, let's put it like this. It's like hitting the ball in the park. If you can run to first base and then run back to home base, that's much easier. But you have to run the whole ballpark to get the home base, to get the score. And most people don't want to run the ballpark to get the score.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. I like that. Just when you think you haven't heard it all, that's a new one for me. How do you think your physical health ties into your mental and emotional health?
I think it ties in a whole lot because I always felt like when you feel better, you do better. When you don't feel up to par, you tend to not, you tend to be a little snappy, or you tend to not want to be around people.
Yeah, you got that right. So, let's say this falls into someone's lap or someone's ear, and they've had no experience, bad experience, or maybe just a vanilla experience. What do you tell someone?
I tell people everybody's not the same. You don't know until you try. You may have had bad experience with other chiropractors, but you won't know this one until you try it.
Don't let the chef spoil the food, right?
Exactly.
Okay. Well, that about wraps it up. Thanks for your time, CT. I appreciate you sharing everything you shared tonight.